check out my YouTube channel. My first blog post appeared 15 years ago. You'll hear more about that next week. Along the way, I gave the blog post a new audience by writing a weekly column for the local newspaper, the Daily Home. Those who read the paper don't always follow blogs, and vice versa. After some encouragement from others, I started repurposing the blog post as short podcast episodes. If you've been with me for some time, you saw that project start about 2 years ago. You still have the printed text to read, but you also have the option to listen right in the blog post. Plus, you have the option to listen to the podcast on Anchor.fm. Every Tuesday, you've come to expect a blog post, and that will continue. As a rule, that post will give you the audio version of that post. And if you're an email subscriber, Tuesday's also the day for the weekly email with tips you can use. So what's new? Well, first, when I started the podcast, it was hosted on SoundCloud. I later made the decision to use Anchor. Yes, everything's in the blog, but what about those interested in audio only? Some episodes were in one place, some were in another. So the first new thing is that if you subscribe to the podcast, you'll get the new content each Tuesday. And then on Thursday, you'll get a second piece of content, one of the podcasts originally hosted on SoundCloud. I'll be releasing one a week until everything that was on SoundCloud is available for your listening on Anchor. So you'll have all of the audio in one place. And there's something else that's new. I've had a YouTube channel for quite a few years, but frankly haven't done much with it. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Google is number one. And I'm looking at YouTube as a way to help other people find me and enjoy the practical content that you see here every week. The plan is to release 2 pieces of content each week on YouTube initially. I'll be sharing the podcasts that appear on Tuesday on YouTube. There's a site called Tunes to Tube that allows anyone who has a YouTube channel to upload audio and a picture. So each Tuesday, you'll get the new blog post in audio form right there in the blog and also over on YouTube. Often the blog post contains links or other materials, so we'll still need the blog post. Each Saturday, I'll be uploading a podcast episode to YouTube. Eventually, every podcast episode will be on YouTube as well. YouTube will give those who are interested in organization and time management an additional way to enjoy the content. To get started, I uploaded 5 of the podcasts to YouTube. You can find them right now at youtube.com/Dr. Frank Buck. While you're there, let me know what you think about the idea. Leave me a comment on one or all of them. Subscribe and hit the bell. That way, when there's something new, you'll know about it. Over time, I've got some true video content that I'll be planning to share there as well. And then one last thing for your listening enjoyment. Recently, I was a guest on the Getting More Done with Evernote podcast with Ray Sidney Smith. At the 7:15 mark, my segment begins. We talk about getting Evernote to talk to your digital task list using Task Clone. If you use both Evernote and a digital task list, Task Clone is amazing. Enjoy the audio segment. And are you getting my weekly emails? If not, join today. As a free gift, I'll show you the secret to getting your desk clear once and for all. A few days later, you'll receive my guide for setting up a digital task list using Remember the Milk. This has been Frank Buck. Thanks for listening. Now go and have the time of your life.